Today's video, I'm going to tell you what I got in my backpack that I picked up at Jacktown. I have about 48 pounds of tools in there. That's what it weighed out, and it got progressively heavier as the day went on, as there was just so many great selections there and so many things to see. So I just want to thank John Scoutcrafter so much for getting everybody out there, and it was definitely worth the trip. So let me show you what I got in. Alright, I'm going to give you a closer look at everything, but I figured I'd give you one quick glance at everything I got. There were several things on my list. I definitely wanted to get some SK. Check that one off. Wanted a wood handle screwdriver. Could check that off. Wanted some unique and different looking tools. Could check that off. And then anything else that just caught my eye, or just something I don't have or I haven't come across that I've always wanted. And I pretty much checked that all off. The only thing I was looking for that I could not find is I wanted to find a nice vintage crate tool. And that just did not come across my path today. So let me take a closer look at these and show you what I got. Couple things I want to mention. First off, I'm definitely going to need your help identifying some items and sharing your knowledge and thoughts, as I picked up a couple items I couldn't find info on or haven't really searched too much for yet. And the second thing is I don't know how much I paid for all of this stuff. So at the end, I know what I paid for everything individually, but I haven't added it up yet. So I'll kind of keep track as we go through, and I'll let you know at the end. So let's talk ratchets first to start off the video. Like I said, I wanted some SK, and when I just see some beautiful 3/8 drive ratchets like this, I paid $12 for this particular one. Had a socket on it, 3/8, nice vintage socket there. So paid 12 bucks for that. Paid 10 bucks for this one. Just a little bit of surface rust on it. And I probably got a half a dozen of them. But when I do come across kits and I need them to fill in, that's what I wanted to have. So I just wanted those as backups. This here, I do not have. This is a 1/2-inch drive. And this is, like that old raised panel design. This one goes back to the 50s, I believe. And what's different about this is look how flat that is. And how wide it is. Very different design than any of the other ones that I have. And it's clunky, probably 36 tooth, but it works great. Be a fun cleanup, and I'll add that to the collection. And I paid $12 for that. And then look at this beauty. If this isn't a beautiful snap-on, I don't know what is. $26. The guy said, hey, just give me $25. He wasn't going to budge on it. And I just thought it was so unique. I haven't seen any of these on eBay. I did take a quick look. Not sure. I'm sure for 25 bucks, it's definitely worth it. It is a fine tooth, though. Probably, I don't know if I had to date this, 70s, 80s maybe, but fine tooth. Look at the head on it. So if you know anything about that, let me know. Moving on to the next. And this item, I'm going to need some help with. I can't find this item. GAPANT something. It looks like it's worn off. It's got this really cool wrench. It spins. And you could open and close it that way. I just thought it was so unique. I did pay 10 bucks for this. I ponied up for this, and I haven't really searched for it yet. Not sure if I got a decent price or not. Okay, I traveled a few hours to get there and back, and I wasn't going to quibble over a couple bucks, and I just thought that was really unique, and I wanted to add that to the collection. So if you know anything about that, let me know. And same thing could be said for these items. These are items I've seen and been out there. I just didn't want to pay a lot for them, and I got a great deal. This is a Red Devil UK 55. It's really nice condition. $2. And I know these go for good money. I didn't realize how much, though, because I've seen other guys that collect blades and utility knives, and I've looked for these, and I love the branding on it. Look at that. And these go, believe it or not, from anywhere to $20 to $30+ depending on the condition for these. So for $2, that was a great deal. And this is an item that I always wanted. I've seen these out there. There's several videos on them. Look how cool this is from an adjustable wrench. I just think that is so neat. Look at the action on it and how it works. These are made in Japan. These are big, I think in the 80s, maybe 90s. And there's plenty of videos out there on them. It goes up to an 11/16 size, I guess that's called. And this is a Qualitycraft one. These, and I've seen these on videos, and once again, I looked on eBay in the past for these, and I was like, I like them, but I don't need it for that. And I think these, like I said, 30 bucks maybe. And I think Crescent makes a knockoff of this. When I mean a knockoff, I think they kind of did their design's a little different, and I believe theirs is made in China, and you could probably find that one for like 20 bucks new, maybe a little bit more on Amazon. So I always wanted one of those, and I paid $5 for this, so couldn't beat that. Another item out of the $5 bin, and this thing is a large wood handle screwdriver. I believe it's a perfect handle. I'm not 100% sure. Look at this here. It's got something in the tip there. It looks like it's either a 6 maybe? Maybe that's the size of it. Don't know much about wood handle screwdrivers. I knew that since it had this mark in here, it had to be identifiable. Look at that. So it's really long. Alright, so this thing measures 14 inches. That is a monster. And the handles seem really good on it. No nicks. I hear a tiny little bit of vibration in there, so I'm not going to do anything crazy with this beyond just maybe just belt sand it, wire wheel it, stain the handle, and do all those things that these guys do that are the wood handle guys like John Fix and Magdad. Definitely has a bend in it, look at that. So that'll be a fun project for the Dake, and for $5 couldn't pass it up. Once again, if you know anything about this one, let me know in the comment section. Another SK item to check off the, to check the box. SK item. This is a convertible retaining ring set of pliers. And you guys know that watch my channel. I absolutely love things when they're in a case like this or in a kit. And it's got some space in here for some accessories, maybe from some snap rings and so forth. And these are ones that are, you can unscrew them. They can be external, internal, based on that. He wanted 75 bucks. I ended up giving him 60. I think that's a more than fair price. They're probably just rebranded Lang. These are USA made. These are from the Facom era. Just looking at the branding there, 80s, 90s. So 60 bucks for that. And it comes in handy when you have a kit. Like I have plenty of snap rings. Growing up in a transmission shop, we love snap rings. That was just something I had to have when I saw SK and in a kit. And new old stock here. Look at these beauties. If I saw this added a package just laying around, I probably wouldn't have caught my eye that much. These are mini little F47Gs, mini needle nose pliers. They're 4-inch and they're brand new old stock, $4. And nice little find there. And that's a great segue into pliers, and I did pick up a bunch of pliers. These look like a set. They just got a little bit of surface rust, but you could tell these were never used. And have you guys ever seen these before? I mean, I think I know pretty much a good amount about Craftsman, and I just seen these a handful of times over the years on videos and catalogs and whatnot. These were made in about 2000, towards the end of the USA era. It's just really unique, and as a collector of Craftsman USA stuff, for $3 a pop, $9 for these, I had to have them for the set. And these new, I don't think were a ton of money. They weren't even as expensive as the Western Forge ones. And look how they did that. They're calling this a laminated steel, and they're saying it's very precision the way they put all this stuff together. It's got really comfortable handles on it. I'm just going to clean them up. Since they were never used, you could tell that these were just brand new old stock, just some wear from being bounced around this tub and tote that they were in. I got a set of needle nose there. They actually look really nice. They got great teeth on them. A little bit of WD-40, and just kind of put these into the collection for a showpiece. And they're just so unique. Look at that. Isn't that wild? I don't know. I'm not sure if they're, I wouldn't put them up against a lot of other pliers, but $9, I thought that was a cool thing to add to the collection. Once again, if you know about them, it says they're heat treated, they're really well protected. This one's actually a slip joint, right? So not bad, pretty cool. Couldn't pass them up. Next up, vintage, right? Let's talk some vintage stuff. Snap-on vacuum grip, and look at the teeth on these, or the blades, the cutters, whatever you want to call them. They're just pristine. They don't even have a nick or a mark. I don't even think they were ever used. USA, Snap-on. How fun is this to clean up? Probably from the 50s. I could look at the date code, but that's where a lot of those vacuum grips, 40s, 50s. that's a fun project. And this was $3 as well. So those all came out of a $3 pliers bin. And then there was one other item out of a $3 plier bin. And this was a Proto 257. And this they call an all-purpose pliers. And look how cool the jaw is on that. It's got a little bit of this recess in here. It's got great teeth still on it. And for $3, that was an awesome one to add to the collection. And these aren't super common. I did take a quick peek on eBay for these, and you know they're $20 bills, and people do like the old Proto stuff. And then there was a $5 pliers bin, and had some linemen's in it. And are these gorgeous or what? These are the Craftsman Western Forge, but they got the rubber grips. A lot of the Western Forge ones had that hard plastic style here. I got one here, kind of like this. You know, it's not the rubber. I always like the rubber. The rubber reminds me of when Channel Lock that was making them for Craftsman. They used this type of rubber. So I guess Western Forge did. I did not know that. It is laser printed. It's not engraved in there or roll stamped. So that's a little disappointing. But this is brand new. That's just some. These have never, ever, ever been used. So $5 for those linesmen's. And then these caught my eye because of the handle. At first I thought they were Kleins. My dad had a bigger set of Kleins like this with these exact handles on it. So I'm wondering if Klein made these for Williams. And I just thought these are neat. I could probably pull these off, restore it, clean them up, put them back on for $5. It just seemed like a really cool find. More pliers. And these are modern, high quality, long nose. Look how long those are. Snap-on. And I ponied up for these, and the reason I did is they are very unique pliers. These measure 11 inches, and they're got great grips on them. And I don't have a pair like this, so that was the main reason. If I could find a quality tool like this for half price or half of retail, I'm definitely going to do that. I do have these SK long reach pliers, but they're different. These are a slip joint design. They're nice. They're the same length, but they're definitely could be used in different applications. And then the other thing I have are these Craftsman ones that I picked up many years ago when Sears was still around. These are made in China, and these are a foot long actually, and they're okay, you know, but they're not the same either. So when I could find the tool that is something I don't have and it's a great price, that's what I did. So he wanted $45 a piece for these. These go for a pair of these, I think it's 150, 160 bucks. So basically half price. I give him 85 for these. I try to give him 80. He said, I'll take 85. And these are just beautifully well made, never used. He's like, I never used them. He's like, I didn't like the color of the handles. How about that? These Snap-on guys love colors of their handles. He's like, I don't remember what color, and so that's why he was selling these. He's like, they were never used. He's like, they're brand new, and you can see that on here. So take a look at that. That beautiful or what? So with that, there's another 85 bucks. Snap-on. Let's wrap it up. A couple more items. So I was just about putting these away, and I said, wow, look at that. I mean, they're great. They're precision. They work great, but look at the finish on that. Even Snap-on, not finishing these things to perfection. 90 bucks, you would expect that extra little bit of love before these went out the door, but I guess everything else on them is very good quality. Just not the finished touch on the side. All right, last few miscellaneous items. $5 for this wheel dresser. I've picked up a couple of these over the years, but never had one that I knew for sure was made in the USA. They looked old, but they didn't have branding or markings on them. So I grabbed that for $5. You know what these are for, right? To make those pretty cool screwdrivers. Do something on the lathe with these. $2 a pop for those. This, I think somebody thought I was crazy when I told them I wanted to buy it. But this would, a little bit of cleanup and paint is just awesome to go into one of those SK socket sets, where the tray's all beat up and you can put your sockets in there and they'll sit great in there. So I offered him $1 for that. He was actually going to say 50, so I didn't have change. So I said, I'd take $1. And then these handles, nice wood handles. Paid $1 a pop for those hammer handles. And then this was the first item I actually bought for the day. And what this is a bushing kit, right? The pushing Look at this here. You can see it is definitely worn. It's a bushing driver set. This will come in handy if I want to do anything on the dake. You can see it's made in the USA. Not much you can make out there. Not a complete set. That piece is actually broken. But $2 I paid for this. That is everything I got. Let's take one last look and see how much it all added up to. All right, one last look at everything. And if you were keeping track at home, there was a $265, I believe the spend was, that I added that up. So for all those enablers, you know, those guys that push you to say, you know, you really want that. You want to bring that home with you. You know, those guys. Just kidding. Didn't come across many of them, but we usually do that when we're out at the Long Island tool swap meet. So tell me what you think. Thanks so much for John once again putting everything together. He gave these great giveaways away, these thermometers. So glad to be able to take one of those home. 357 Magdad. He had some great giveaways, some flits, and just a lot of other great folks there. So before I send you out with some more sights and sounds from Jacktown, just want to let you know I am going to be doing a 3,000 subscriber giveaway. So thanks so much for all the folks that have watched my videos and subscribed over the years. If you're not subscribed, you're going to want to, because I'm going to do a video in the next couple of days, hopefully, where I'm going to be giving away this nice digital caliper, and you're going to need to be subscribed for that. All right, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe, and here to take in some sights and sounds from Jacktown. See you in the next one.
New Jersey, Pennsylvania,
Some people from New York.
anybody else further than Florida? Keep flying, American. But anyway, I really appreciate you coming down. How many people, show of hands, how many people did you run on? Did you? All right. So I gotta say this before we leave. You know there's a whole crowd. Yeah, through the mud. We did this like last year. People said, I'm leaving now. I said, did you see the whole show? And they said, well, I think I did. And I said, did you see the back section? They said, no, I didn't even know there was. There's a whole back section. That's where these were hit.
We're going to send you a calendar.